The first documented evidence of kissing in Mesopotamia and Egypt dates back to at least 2500 B. and was found in tales of smooching depicting both gods and commoners. But what was the meaning and purpose of this ancient practice? How did it differ from the way we kiss today? Kissing in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt was not only a sign of affection, but also a way of expressing devotion, respect, and submission. In some cases, it was even considered a sacred act that could transfer divine power or create life. For instance, in one Sumerian myth, the goddess Inanna kisses her husband Dumuzi to revive him from death. In another, the god Enki kisses his daughter Ninhursag to heal her wounds. Kissing was also a common feature of erotic poetry and love songs, where it was often described in sensual and metaphorical terms. For example, one Akkadian poem compares the lover's kiss to a sweet drink that quenches thirst, while another likens it to a ripe date that melts in the mouth. Kissing was seen as a way of enhancing pleasure and intimacy, as well as expressing desire and passion. However, kissing was not universally accepted or practiced in the ancient world. Some cultures, such as the Persians and the Greeks, regarded it as a foreign or barbaric custom that was only suitable for lower classes or slaves. Others, such as the Romans and the Indians, adopted it from their neighbors and adapted it to their own social norms and preferences. Kissing also varied depending on the context, the relationship, and the gender of the participants. Therefore, kissing in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt was not a simple or uniform phenomenon, but a complex and diverse one that reflected the culture, religion, and politics of the time. It was a way of communicating emotions, beliefs, and identities that shaped and influenced human history. Kissing may have contributed to the spread of orally transmitted diseases such as cold sores and diphtheria. These diseases are caused by bacteria or viruses that can be passed from one person to another through saliva or skin contact. Kissing is one of the most intimate and common ways of exchanging saliva and skin contact with another person. Therefore, kissing can increase the risk of exposure to these pathogens and potentially infect the partner. Cold sores are small blisters that appear on or around the lips, caused by the herpes simplex virus type 1, HSV-1. This virus can be dormant in the nerve cells for a long time and reactivate when triggered by stress, illness, or sun exposure. When the virus reactivates, it travels to the skin and causes cold sores. The virus can be transmitted through kissing or sharing utensils, cups, or lip balms with someone who has an active cold sore. There is no cure for HSV-1 infection, but antiviral medications can help reduce the frequency and severity of outbreaks. Diphtheria is a serious bacterial infection that affects the nose and throat, caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae. This bacterium produces a toxin that damages the tissues and can cause breathing problems, heart failure, or paralysis. Diphtheria can be spread through respiratory droplets from coughing or sneezing, or through direct contact with wounds or sores of an infected person. Kissing can also transmit the bacterium if one of the partners has an open sore in the mouth or throat. Diphtheria can be prevented by vaccination, which is part of the routine immunization schedule for children. Kissing is a natural and enjoyable way of expressing love and affection, but it also comes with some risks of infection. To protect yourself and your partner from these diseases, you should avoid kissing when you or your partner have symptoms of cold sores or diphtheria, such as blisters, fever, sore throat, or difficulty breathing. You should also practice good oral hygiene and wash your hands frequently. If you suspect that you have been exposed to these diseases, you should seek medical attention as soon as possible.